Hello everyone, my name is Rita and I am a yoga therapist and also a dental hygienist. And I would like to share a little bit of my story before we go on with the sequence for dental professionals. Today we're going to be doing chair yoga, so you don't really need a mat. And these are really gentle stretches that you can do to relieve any pain and tension, preventing long-term injury in our dental profession. I came to yoga about 10 years ago, and I started doing it actually when I started dental hygiene because I very quickly noticed the pain in my back, and I realized that I'm not even working full-time, so it was really, really important to start some sort of a prevention method. And slowly I've become a little bit addicted, you could say, but I've really felt the benefits. I felt the benefits right away. I was going to the chiropractor already for years, and this has taught me a lot of techniques that I can do myself without relying on the chiropractor or the physio for the rest of my life. So, you will just need yourself in a chair today, and we're going to be starting with gentle neck stretches. So a lot of our, through the dental work, you're going to be hunching forward and sort of this part of the neck starts to bulge out. Yeah, so creating a little hump. So if you look around on some of your tutors or maybe the dentist that you're working with and been doing this job for a long time, you will all notice that they have a little hump on their back, and that is due to the work and incorrect sitting positioning. So it's really important to stretch the neck so you don't get that hump that can cause other problems during as you work more and more years. So starting with the really gentle neck stretches, you want to sit nice and tall. And I brought two chairs here so you can have a little side view. So when I sit on the chair, I'm not sitting at the back of the chair because you hunch forward from that. You want to sit forward on your sitting bones so your back is nice and straight, lengthening the lower back a little bit here by tilting the pelvis forward and relaxing the shoulders and just drawing one ear to one shoulder. One ear to one shoulder. So I'm not bringing my shoulder to the ear, I'm sitting straight and just releasing the head down. So you'll feel the beautiful stretch here in the neck, and suddenly you might feel, wow, this is really tense. So these stretches should be done on a daily basis. Coming through the center and going to the other side. Just breathe into your neck here. Try not to hold your breath. Breathing in and out through the nose and feeling the breath come in and out through the belly. Beautiful. So coming through the center. Now we're going to keep our body nice and straight, and we're just going to turn our head to the right. Keeping your body straight, turning your head to the right, and then let the eyes sort of fall behind the shoulder, trying to look to the back. And then come through the center, turning your head the other way. Trying to look with the eyes behind the shoulder. So you're not jamming the neck here, you're just looking behind with your eyes. And this will really give some exercise to your eyes as well, because you tend to just look down, look forward, and the eyes also need to move around. So it's really important to use your side, like as if you're seeing for the first time. So now we're just going to roll the head back and forth. So we're not throwing it back, we're just rolling from shoulder to shoulder. So from right to left and from left to right. Sitting nice and straight. So notice if you've slouched. And then we'll meet in the center. So the next thing that we're going to work on is our wrists. So especially as dental hygienists, we do a lot of scaling, and that repetitive motion can create carpal tunnel and creates lots of damage in the wrist. So it's really important to release your wrist. So we're just going to flick our fingers. But one of the things that we need to do is also strengthen our wrists, and that's why yoga is so great. But I'll show you how to do that later. So just flicking the fingers and then stretching the wrists back. So just pointing the hand in front of you, pulling the fingers back. It's a little bit unpleasant, and do the same thing on the other side. Beautiful. So the next thing we're going to work on is our shoulders. So our shoulders get really tight and tend to round forward. So we want to open. So you grab the chair behind you. I'll show you on the side view. You grab the chair behind you and squeeze the shoulder blades and really open the chest here. So as we hunch forward, this is also closing our rib cage, and it prevents us from breathing correctly. And if we breathe incorrectly, you are preventing all your organs to receive the oxygen they need. And also on a emotional level, no one is happy and walking around like that. Yeah, so you can get a little bit sad. So it's all sort of like a ripple effect, one from another. So we're going to open the chest, and that's why yoga is so beautiful, because it's got lots of chest openers, heart openers, on a physical and on a more emotional level. And you breathe here. So as you open here, you might feel that the breathing is a little bit more restricted. So breathe down into the belly and direct the breath all the way down. Also, as we age, we tend to find that our rib cage just collapses naturally, and that really squishes the organs and restricts natural blood flow as well. It can cause digestive issues too. Beautiful. So I wanted to talk to you about some sitting positions. Okay, so whether you're using a settled chair or just a normal dental chair, it's absolutely fine. But there's just some key factors that you want to include in your sitting position. So first of all, as I already demonstrated, you don't want to be sitting at the back of the chair, yeah? Because this will cause you to slouch, and especially if you have to bend forward. So you always want to sit on the edge of the chair with both of the sitting bones touching the chair, and the feet are grounded on the floor, okay? Once you need to bend forward, most people tend to bend this way and reach the chin forward. So we're trying to look, what are they doing? Yeah? And this really creates a hump on your back. So when you bend, it's really important to bend through the hips. So you maintain your back nice and straight and you bend forward. And then if you need to look and create an angle, you tuck the chin in and you twist the whole body. So you working like this. Yeah? And maybe it will feel a little bit uncomfortable when you start, but as you do this more and more, your body will just get accustomed to it. Yeah, so really, first of all, your goal is to bring awareness to how you're actually sitting and how you're actually operating. And I know that when you're studying, you're so focused on doing the teeth and getting on time that you're too stressed about even worrying about how you sit. But this is the foundations that you lay now. And as you start working, you'll become more faster and more confident with your work. So then you can look at your sitting positions. But if you already have really bad habits of how you sit, the likelihood that you will create new habits are much less. So it's really important to set the foundations now. So let's try this together. So you're sitting on the chair, you're bending forward, and then you're twisting. So you're twisting from the torso and tucking the chin in and looking in the mouth, and then working like so. Yeah, rolling the shoulders down. And then do the same thing on the other side. So you're sitting on the chair, keeping your back straight, hinging from the hip, keeping the chin in, and working that way. It actually feels good. Actually feels good. So this will also build strength through your back. The other thing is our hips get really tight from sitting all day. So it's really important to open through the hips. So we're going to take one foot on top of the knee. So not directly on the knee, just a little bit above, and flex the foot. Inhale, lift your chest, nice and tall. Exhale, come a little bit forward. And the elbow can sort of help you to open that. And for some of you, you might be here, yeah? So keep your back nice and straight here and just do what you can. Some of you will be tighter than others. Breathe down to the hips. So direct the breath down and enjoy this. See how actually good it feels to stretch your body. And then swap sides. Really gentle breathing, keeping your hips square. So from working all day and hinging forward, the spine becomes very stiff. So we want to loosen the spine, create flexibility so we don't get back pain. So one of the ways to do that is to come into a twist. So now we're going to sit on the edge of the chair. And we're going to twist to the side. So you can use the back of the chair, the seat of the chair. So you're inhaling, lifting. So see how I'm not leaning back. I'm sitting nice and straight, both of the feet together. Take a deep breath in, lengthen through the crown of the head. And then exhale, you turn and look back. Breathe here. 3-4 breaths. Again, the breathing might feel a little bit restricted here. Nice breath in and out through the nose into the belly. Lovely. And let's do the other side. So coming through the center. Inhaling. Exhaling. And twisting. So lifting through the crown of the head. Lifting, exhaling, twisting. Coming through the center. So the other thing, and it's especially common for females, is to get a sore lower back here. Very, very common. Hands up if you've got one. So the way to do that is to really lengthen that area. I've got quite a few yoga sequences that you can check out on YouTube. So this you can do at your home, 15-minute tutorials of how to stretch your lower back, yoga for lower back. But this is what you can do on the chair. So if you get a bit of pain, a bit of discomfort during your work time, you can do a couple of these really gentle stretches. So first of all, you just bring the knees wide and you bend forward. Relax your head down all the way. Breathing here, and feel already how nice it feels for the lower back to create that space. Then slowly coming up. And now we're going to get up and face the chair. So you're going to hold on to the chair on the side and walk your feet back. So you're walking your feet all the way back. Bend the knees. Look at your feet now. Make sure they're parallel to each other, so toes are a little bit in. And look forward towards the hands and reach your buttocks back. So really stretching the chest forward and allowing the sitting bones to come up, back and up. Breathe here, and you can bring the ears in line with the upper arm. Beautiful. And then slowly coming up. And we'll do one more hip stretch. So we'll bring the foot up onto the chair and just lean forward. So, while you're at work, you might not have the time to do the whole sequence, but you will have time to do a couple of little poses. Okay, and let's release. And don't forget, you can always use your bench or your table. You can use the wall. So anything to open and release tension. You can also use the top of the chair and stretch back. And these are quite strong stretches, but they really bring lots of space into the shoulder area, the chest, the rib cage, the heart space. Beautiful. And then you can interlace the fingers behind your back, open the shoulders, and just bring the hands behind you. Breathe here. Slowly release. And for our last, my favorite, probably my top 10 shoulder stretch is the next one. So you can just sit down, take the arms chest height and open nice and wide. And now we're going to bring the right hand on top of the left. So you bring the elbows into each other, point the palms up, and then interlock the palms together. So take a deep breath here. Inhale, lift the elbows up, and draw the shoulders down. Breathe here. Inhale, lift the elbows up, and draw the shoulders down. So it's quite a strong stretch here through the shoulders. Enjoy. Slowly release. And now we're going to do the other side. So now the left comes on top, bring the elbows into each other, point the palms up, interlock the palms together. Inhale, lift the elbows up. Exhale, draw the shoulders down. 3 times. Inhale, lift the elbows up. Exhale, draw the shoulders down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Beautiful. So thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you already feel better just from those little stretches. You can join my YouTube channel, Safety Bay Yoga Center, for more tutorial videos to release tension from your lower back, your hips, shoulders, neck. And remember, there's no excuses for not looking after yourself, your body, and your mental health. Namaste. Thank you.